Welcome back to the Off-Grid Homestead. Tom
and Tammy's
Off-Grid
Off-Grid Homestead.
Episode 53.
3100 to Paradise.
Over a year ago, I had 600 people working for me, underneath me, supporting me. I'm working for a Fortune 500 company. A lot of sleepless nights. Lots of sleepless nights. There were nights where I'd go home after work late, 14, 15, 16-hour days, 7 days a week, and trying to make the company's expectations. They sent out the goals every year. You had to make cost. They measured you on your cost performance, your safety performance, your holding the date, whether or not you were making the commitments that the company had. So you had to make deadlines, and you had all kinds of people working underneath you. And in today's work environment, we don't have the skilled workforce like we used to have. So all the people, while there were 400 to 600 people at any time supporting what we were trying to do, the work pool was very inexperienced. The experienced workers were all leaving. They were of the baby boomer generation, and the people that were in between Generation X, they had in the 80s and 90s, they laid off all those people and cutbacks and such. So I had a lot of sleepless nights, and we're trying to make the company's commitments. I'm up here, up at the cistern. You can see the water. We're not short of water here on the homestead. This is totally full. Fresh, clean water. Fresh, clean water. You know, you go off grid, or you buy a piece of property. If you don't have water, you really have nothing. So a year ago, I was offered the opportunity, and my wife and I, we sold everything. And we found a piece of property in the mountains, secluded from everything. No telephone lines, no power lines, no paved roads, no stick-built houses, no urban sprawl. We purchased it, and then we moved there. We traveled 3,100 miles across the country and moved to this piece of property that we had purchased after selling everything we owned. I can say that I sleep well at night. I don't have to make the weekly and the monthly bills. We don't have weekly and monthly bills anymore. I don't have to pay the electric bill. I don't have to pay the water bill. I just needed to make sure no water, electric, or I was totally self-reliant. With that self-reliance, I could tell you, it gives you freedom. I'm responsible for myself, my wife, our animals, and what we're going to do in the future. But I don't have to support anybody else. I don't have to worry about what they want from me. That's what society is. What do they want from you? But imagine the freedom. Waking up in the morning, got to complete my jobs for the day. Some of them last for days, some of them last for weeks, some of them last for months, and some of them last for years. But the pressure, society's pressure, is lifted. A lot of what we do in life is dictated by society. You know, how many of us drive down the road and you see that BMW, the Mercedes, right? The stuff, the boats, the stuff. I gotta have the stuff, the houses. You know, how many people want the bigger house? I gotta have more. The more society. Living off grid, I don't have those pressures. Freedom. Do I have to pay taxes? Yes. But I'm no bosses. I have property tax. You gotta pay for the acreage that we live on. But those taxes are minuscule compared to the urban taxes. Minuscule compared to that. I was paying 100 times what we pay now, and at that point I didn't have. Now I have acreage. Then I had part of an acre, and my taxes were a lot more, 100 times more than I'm paying now. Freedom. Life is about freedom. If you let society do it, they'll take your freedom away.